Minister, these matters may be more in your bailiwick. They're about the Northern Land Council. I wrote you on the 20th of December and the 5th of February expressing my concerns over what was being perceived as a crisis in the Northern Land Council, and I thank you for your reply on the 7th of February. In order to understand what is going on, could you please update us on the process that is taking place within the Northern Land Council?
And thank you, Senator, for your correspondence and for meeting with me in Perth to encourage some action on these matters. I can indicate that last night I wrote to the Land Council indicating that I was calling a full Land Council meeting because of significant governance issues within the Northern Land Council with the removals of 2 CEOs in recent months, allegations of conflict of interest amongst its Executive Council and claims of deficiencies in the organisation's internal audit. I've also called the meeting because I was very keen that all full council members have access to the report of the investigation, which has now been completed into the Land Council, and that was conducted by their internal audit committee, and that audit committee has the capacity to have external people within it. So as you know, it's very critical that all big organisations like the Northern Land Council are held to the highest standards of accountability, a very, very important organisation. And so I provided that yesterday evening to the Land Council, Senator. Now, I'm happy to take some sort of questions. I mean, as I've indicated to you, that the genesis of this was a letter from the now previous CEO of the Land Council, Mr. Joe Morrison, that there were some conflict of interest issues where there is one organisation that owns buildings and the other organisation is the NLC. Both organisations are in effect the same people, so when they're actually negotiating releasing of premises and the prices of premises and what they're going to play, clearly there is an evident or perceived conflict. So that and a number of other matters, I asked that on 2 occasions that the executive hold a full council meeting, and that didn't eventuate, and that's why I've taken this action, Senator. And of course, as no doubt you would have as well, I have many of the members of the council, some members of the executive have been speaking to me over some time. And it's very sad to have seen, for the huge level of confidence people have in this particular Land Council, move to somewhat disquiet levels of confidence. So that's why I've taken that action, Senator.
Okay, and I haven't seen your letter, Minister, but can I congratulate you on that? Because, as you say, a great organisation and has much to contribute and has contributed greatly. But has there been a date set for that particular council meeting?
The 8th of March, someone will correct me if I'm wrong, on Friday the 8th of March, my recollection. So.
Okay, thank you. And you mentioned the report has been completed?
That's correct, sir.
Now, is that available? Could we have a copy of that?
Well, it's actually a report to the Northern Land Council, Senator. They've provided me with a report, but the report is actually to the full council. I think it would be appropriate that the full council consider it before they release it to report to the full council, and that's why I'm asking that they, with some urgency, consider it as a full council, Senator.
Fine, that's fine. I accept the protocol.
Yeah.
Minister, I thought it was a report to you.
No,
okay.
Senator.
No further questions from me on that matter.
Senator Seward.